Hi everyone, it's 𝗕𝗢𝗢𝗢𝗓 here. I am a quantum health coach, a yoga teacher, and a stage 3 bowel cancer survivor. In 2018, I was diagnosed with stage 3 bowel cancer, and as a result of that, I changed everything in my life. I now help entrepreneurs to overcome stress and get rid of overwhelm so they can create physical and emotional peak performance. Today, I'm going to be talking about a very important part of not only my healing, but for me to maintain peak performance physically and emotionally. And it is sleep. I know when you talk about sleep, there is a massive pressure in our society for people to sleep less and less and less so they can accomplish more and more and more. It's almost as if sleep is a waste of time. But today I'm going to be talking about why sleep is not a waste of time and why sleep is such a big part of health. For me, what has always been my focus and very important is to create long-term health. Not only creating, for me a new body and mind and soul now and for my clients, but really creating a plan that I can sustainably follow, long-term so I can keep creating more and more health. Now, I talked about the compounding effect. If you haven't watched this video, I'll add that. You can click on the link here, but it's really focus on what we're doing now that is going to impact in the future. So the first thing I want to talk about is that when you sleep less than 6 hours per day, it reduces the blood flow in your brain. That is a straight direct impact on your brain, and obviously this will have some long-term consequences. There is an epidemic of dementia and Alzheimer's. There is so many research and studies these days happening because there is a lot of people getting those diseases earlier on, like in their 60s even, which is it's really alarming for our society that this is happening so early. And there is lots of research being done around this so they can really understand what's happening for people before they get there, right? Which for me, it's my biggest passion, preventative health and medicine, preventative measures so we don't get there, right? The second point I want to talk about is when you sleep less, you are likely to eat more, which can lead, to obesity. Again, this is something that I have experienced myself. Now, if I have, had a bad night's sleep, I'll be craving more sugary things. Sugary things for me are fruits, and perhaps if I make some protein bowls and things like that. But nevertheless, even though they're healthy things, I'll be craving more of those. So it's really like when people talking about like, oh my God, I'm addicted to sugar. Oh my God, I don't sleep very well. And then I eat too much sugar the next day, because I'm exhausted. It's a vicious cycle and a negative cycle that obviously if you start getting better sleep, that it's easier for you to break, because all your body is looking for, it's a spike in energy and it's trying to grab this in however it can, right? And just a little bit back to the point one, I think, the best indicator for you to know if you're sleeping enough would be to understand, to really wake up in the morning and understand for yourself and really check in with your body to go, okay, I'm waking up full of energy and I can keep this level of energy throughout the day. Not so much only when you wake up, but can you keep this energy level throughout the day? So I wake up at 5 o'clock and I go to bed at 9 o'clock religiously. This is something that I have done now for 4 years. And I keep the same level of energy throughout the whole day. I don't have any dips, nor in the middle, in the morning or in the afternoon, nothing like that. And I really feel when I wake up, I am full of energy. I really need my 8 hours of sleep. And you might not be like that. You might need less sleep. And to be honest, you might even need less than 6 hours. This is just something that it was taken from the book, Change Your Brain, Change Your Life. And it's really referred as by, the research that they've done in the Amen Clinic. But really, this is something for you to keep in mind and just to check in with your body. Is this something that you can keep doing sustainably? Let's say, if for you, sleeping less than 6 hours is enough, right? Can you keep doing this sustainably without getting exhausted, right? I think we are our best advocates and really the best person to know what's really going on in our bodies, right? The third one is when you are sleeping, you are healing your brain. That's big for me. Obviously, I focus a lot on healing, and I still see myself as somebody who is healing because, I went through so much, 12 sessions of chemo, surgeries, and lots of drugs went into my body. So I really believe that, healing is a massive part of our day-to-day life, because we are under so much stress physically and emotionally. So we need to give our bodies time to heal. And during our sleep is when our brains are healing, which means that, if you think about everything that is going on in our neurons, during our deep sleeps, it's almost if somebody comes and squeeze our neurons, and the gunk that's inside there, it gets released. A little bit like, our arteries in our heart. If you keep eating foods that are high in fat, you're gonna keep blocking up your arteries until you get into trouble. So it's the same thing. If you keep leaving your brain clogged up with the gunk, at some point you're gonna get yourself in trouble, which can lead up, to all sorts of different problems in the future. But again, we don't think about our brains in the same way as we think about our heart. So this is really something for you to think about today. When you are down to that deep sleep, it's when this process is happening, which is a really important part of healing, and really as a preventative measurement for you to get into having those degenerative diseases in the future. Guys, I really hope this is helpful to you. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video. And if you feel like somebody needs to listen to this message, please share it away. And also, if you are in a position, if you're an entrepreneur and you're feeling exhausted and you want to create new habits physically and emotionally, so you can have, this feeling of peak performance physically and emotionally, there is a link below that you can book a call with myself. I would love to have a chat to see if we're a good fit. But thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.